Guys, it's Primal RC Challenger time. I did a few mods to the steering. I'm going to show that to you on the table, take it out to the oval, and see if I can get a fast lap with this monster. Let's go. Here we are. So ever since the crash, I made a few little mods to it. Obviously, I had to fix the suspension. I've already showed you guys that. I've got the brakes adjusted way better than what they were. Got that. The servo horn. Let me show you something about this. This is the stock horn, which is actually pretty darn nice. It's just got a little bit of slop, and for what this vehicle is meant for, perfectly fine. Driving it fast, well, that's when you gotta have a lot of accuracy. So I've got a Reese clamping horn right here. This is what I've got put on the vehicle. It clamps down, zero slop on the splines, so that definitely tightened it up. Also, I moved it to the innermost hole. So if you have, say, you know, a millimeter of slop at the splines, you may have 8 millimeters out here. I'm exaggerating, of course, but still, right here, you may only have 3 millimeters. So that's what I'm trying, and I still have the stock servo in here. That's it right there. So this right here, if there's any slop in the servo, which there is, there's also slop in the Beast 1000. Apparently, I've been a bit abusive on that servo, plus it's an older servo at this point in time, but what servo would be 1/5 scale that would be 100% slopless? I mean, like zero slop. Comment down below, let me know what's going on with that. I need a servo with zero slop in the gear train. Zero. But this right here is a lot better off. I also moved the tops of the shocks from this hole to this hole to kind of lower it a little bit. I'd like to get it a little bit lower, especially for speed runs. I mean, you're not going to get a whole lot of load to this, but I'd like to have it right about right there if I could. And I guess I could do some zip ties because I don't see any way to actually lower this any more than what it is. Actually, upon further inspection, I did see a way. All we need is a piece of carbon to bolt in where these are that can pull the shocks up a little bit. That would actually give me exactly what I'm after. But you've also got to be careful on the sway bar. I'm not sure that the sway bar is really needed, but you go down too far, then you start getting into some binding in that. But I don't know. We'll see. A piece of carbon from here to here wouldn't be too bad. It should hold up, I guess. The back end of this is actually pretty easy. You can just simply move these over to here, and that will certainly drop the back end down quite a bit. So that might be something that I need to do, is to keep traction on that back end, get this plate diffuser down so it gets a little bit more vacuum on the back end while you're running, you know, 300 miles per hour. Some of you guys mentioned that I should use ABS. Now, so far, everything that I've messed with ABS has just been horrible, but I've never had a vehicle like this either. So this is one of the things that I got to figure out with ABS. I mean, I got that. Whether or not that'll work like this, I don't really know. But it's certainly going to be weird when I got to back up because I've got to have reverse. So I'm not exactly sure what to do on that. Maybe there does have some ABS settings on here. Maybe I can set it to where I can get a smooth reverse, at least a little bit, and then have the ABS activate when it's, you know, more into the brake. I actually did come up with something here. But I still get some reverse. Okay, I have to give that a try. So let me go and put the body on this thing, and we're going to take it to the oval and see what we can do with it, because I don't have time enough to get out to, I don't really have a place really close to me to get a good speed run, but we're going to go do a little bit of oval racing, and I want to see how fast I can get this thing on the lap. Okay, so the first thing I want to check is this ABS mess. See if that's any good. You know, you guys may be onto something. It's definitely more controlled than just locking them up. Okay, the front brakes are now locked. Let's see what we get. All right. Okay, so now I just want to see if I can run some laps. just to see what I can get for time. Not like that. Certainly going to have to slow down. Obviously way too much car for this. If you recall, on 12S we did get it to 73 before we crashed it. Even on the 8S, just a slight blip of the throttle is too much. Oh, check that out. Okay, I'm not exactly sure that the ABS is what I need for that. I don't think ABS is needed for oval racing. But I think for the speed running, I think the ABS is where it's going to have to be. As far as what the car is meant for, it's meant for this right here. Just burning rubber, doing donuts, and having a good time. Not really meant for the speed run stuff, but and it does not like the pipes. So pretty much, if you're using the car for what it's meant for, the thing is absolutely perfect. If you're using it for what it's not meant for, just like we always do with RCs, guess what? You gotta get it figured out. Woo! This thing is bad to the bone though. This thing was solidly into the fives, even though it looked like an old slow school bus, man. But it was solidly into the fives, which was pretty darn awesome. But the overall control, the ABS, I think the ABS is much better suited. I thank you guys for talking me into trying that, because that was far from my list of things to try on this. But I think it might be better when we get on the on-road and the actual road, try to do another speed run with it. I want to do another modification to the servo horn. I'm going to drill some new holes in it and bring it in even tighter. So I want to try to get all the slop out. By bringing them in, you get less travel for the horn moving like this, so it makes things a little bit more accurate. But it's just basic, simple leverages and travel. I mean, really simple stuff. But regardless of all that, another good run. Hey, this thing's awesome. I know a lot of you guys are talking blah, blah this, blah, blah that. Guys, say what you want. This thing's awesome. Simple as that. I mean, I don't care if you like it or not. This thing's bad to the bone. And if you're at a meet with your buddies and somebody rolls up with one of these, it's going to get your attention. Yes, it will. You guys have a great day. If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see, also for channel memberships. If you guys want to be a part, channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So, guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.